ELA Standard 4.3.R.3. Students will describe and find textual evidence of literary elements, setting, plot, characters, such as protagonist and antagonist, characterization, and theme. Setting, where and when a story happens. Setting is the time period and place. Many times the author tells you the setting directly, but there are times you must look at the clues to find the setting. Stories also can take place in several places and even different time periods. Look at any pictures in the book. Look for types of toys and entertainment, TV, video games, radio mentioned. Look at the types of travel, wagon, train, car. Look for landmarks such as skyscraper, buildings, barns, lakes that are mentioned, and look at the places the characters live and work. Plot is the order of events in a story. The main actions that make up the story are the plot. The plot has a beginning, middle, and end. It also has a problem or conflict and a solution, which is a resolution or how the problem is fixed. Conflict is a problem to be taken care of. It can be between characters or between characters and nature. Resolution is how the problem is solved or the attempts to solve it. And cause and effect gives the reason or cause for things that happen in the story. Without cause and effect, things would happen with no explanation or reason. Beginning. This is where you usually find the problem or conflict. A conflict is something that needs to be worked on or solved. Middle. In the middle of the story, the character tries to solve the problem. And in the end, this is where you find solutions or resolution. How does the character fix the problem? Tip. When looking for the plot, look at what the events are, when the events happen, and the sequence or order of the events. Characters. Person, animal, or object the author uses to tell the story. A character can be real or make-believe. It has problems, feelings, and thoughts. You learn about the character by what it does and says in the story. Look for interesting traits or things about the character. Protagonist is the central or leading character in the story. This character can be the hero. The word protagonist comes from a Greek word meaning a person who led the choir. Antagonist is the character that stands in opposition to the protagonist. This character may undergo a change in attitude or belief during the story. Antagonist comes from a Greek word meaning opponent or rival. Look at these elements of character to better understand the character. Character traits. These are the interesting facts that make the character different or special. Character motivation. The reason why the character does or says something. Conflict is the struggle between the character or groups of characters. Character's point of view. This is the view of the person telling the story. Character relationships. Here you look at the connections between the characters. To learn more about the characters in a story, you can use the following questions. Who is telling the story? What problem does the character have? Does the character change how he acts or feels? What is the connections between the characters? Why does the character do or act as he does? Why does the character get help with his problem? Theme, the most important idea or message of the story. The theme is the important idea that the story is giving you. Sometimes the theme is a moral or a lesson to be learned from the story. It may teach you something about human nature. Sometimes the author does not tell you the theme directly, and you are left to figure it out.